No. Hi guys.
Hi guys, this has been so many videos tried to make today live, so we had to do something about the data. So bear with us, we're trying again. We have done a lot of lives before, never had to worry about the data, but apparently we need more, right? Is that it?
Yeah, more data.
So, right, more data. So I'm in my pink today. Those who like pink, welcome to the pink evening. I'm just talking about presents. I've been trying that all day. Do you have to save up to buy presents if you have a large family, or if you got friends, or if you got family members and their friends and parties and office parties and all that? Is it another expense beside your groceries and your rent and your other bills? Nobody seems to talk about that this is an expense by themselves. If people live far and they invite you, they have to realize that they live far, and it's going to be hard for you to get to their place back and forward. And sometimes people invite you to functions and they don't take in consideration that you have paid for your transportation, you have paid for your gas, your time to come there, and then you have to pay for a present. And sometimes you also have to pay for the menu, like to eat. So people should be appreciative when people do come to their functions, because it's taken for granted that we're going to go. And I agree, we should, but sometimes we have to work overtime or late, and we still try to give that present, and we may not be able to balance the present that you could afford to give, that we might not be able to give the best of those type of presents. And sometimes if that is so, you don't want to say you're picking the people that can give the better presents and the people that cannot give the better presents. How do you balance that out? How do you, you also have to remember that sometimes they give back, they want to receive to give back the present, because that is not their taste. And I'm saying with the different cultures, if you have friends of different cultures, you have to know what you have to give them, what is allowed and what is not allowed, or what they, it's getting more complicated, the gift giving. And that's why I just have this topic, just like this. It seems simple, but it is, because you have a lot. Christmas is the worst. We'll talk about that at Christmas, where everything you have to be juggling to buy everybody, or just buy some kids, just for the kids. And then some of the kids don't like some of the gifts because they want the latest. They don't understand money and expense. And what about the charge cards, and the card, you have to pay back for these gifts. I mean, do you put a budget for this? I think you will have to. And at the same time, there is a gift card. Some people don't like using gift cards, and some like using gift cards. And I like to give a gift where I can make the person remember what I've given them. But I've heard people make exchanges with a gift. They think the gift wasn't good enough and they exchange it to a better gift. So gift changing and exchanging has changed. There should be a new method about it, or maybe some people is just not, some weddings people is not going to anymore, because time they have to dress and go to the wedding, it costs them the gift, and they still have the rent and the other bills. So I'm saying maybe the old time way of giving and everything has changed. But if it didn't change for you, that is good. Or if you feel you're on the stream doing this, what would you do? What is your decision? Would you put it in a raffle and decide who is to get the gift, or who is more important in your life? What about the men, the boyfriends and the husbands, that you want special gift and you're disappointed that you don't get the gift that you wanted? Or near to your birthday, he got laid off and he couldn't buy that gift. How angry you are. How help me out here, guys. How do you feel about that? That, oh my gosh, he was planning to get this, and oh man, he has lost the job, or he got laid off. You have to take these disappointments. So I hope when he's making good money, he knows to buy you a good gift, or something that is very loving. Or if he can't buy you the gift, maybe he can fill up the bath. He can come with creative things Will you be willing to accept that? Or that is not good enough? Or every year you lose the job when it's the gift time, or you have a boyfriend and when it's gift time, you just met him for a couple months and he forgot your birthday, or he doesn't appear and he has no gift to give you. And after 2 weeks or a week after, he said he was sick or some kind of jazz that you don't get the gift. You the better gift, and it's okay in the relationship. And you go to these parties again, you have to carry something. You can't go with your hands empty. And sometimes you go, you have to wait late for a food, or sometimes you don't get enough to eat. You're being polite. Again, and then maybe you have to eat after. Then at some of these functions, they do have a lot of food sometimes, and you can get some to take home. But then sometimes you can't get any to take home. And I did this video more than once, so I'm trying to remember things that I had said in the last video. So what else we could remember that we said in the video, because I'm just rambling again about the gift giving. And what about the re-giving? That you get something you don't like and you re-give it to someone else. And maybe you might give it to somebody that was the same person that gave you the gift because you even forgot. What about that? What about if you get a gift and you don't think it's the brand you wanted? And it is a brand that, where did they get that one? It has the name, but then you go somewhere and the friend says, that don't look like the original one. How does you feel if you're wearing that and it is not the original? Wouldn't you be okay to take one that is not exactly that name brand? Or do you feel anyway getting a brand that is not the brand that you want? Would you take a lesser brand? Or do you get the gift according to the man's salary or income? Or if you are with a man and he makes less than you and you can buy all the nice things, how you work that out? Do you take the simpler gift from him? I think he should give simpler gift what he can afford, and you should accept that. But when I'm watching all these TikTok and other things, they're not talking about these type of things that goes on. And maybe they are, but you should look at the qualities of the person, and you should have a true understanding that maybe they owe you a gift. They can owe you a gift every year. Do you lose a friendship because of that, or you start getting mad? Not even an ice cream. People like food or dollar store. Are they going to be upset with a $10 gift card from a dollar store? Or you expecting a rich person to come with a big gift and they don't bring it and you get upset? Little things like that can upset us. And you know, you spend all the time going through the stores, looking properly to get that gift, wrapping it up, fixing it, reaching there, and they just throw that gift aside. They don't really like that gift. How do you feel? Do you go back? Do you continue buying? These are just little things I'm saying. But as I said, we're just testing out the data because we took the highest we could. We tried to get to make sure the video looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And there is, as I said, there's other customs. And okay, if you're in business and is a man who's done a lot of business with you, a mechanic shop or somewhere, the gift change, if he has done it reasonable or so, maybe you have to step up with that gift and it costs you more. There might be your favorite place that you have to, favorite place that they invite you out and people, and you have to, do you charge it? Do you hide? Do you make an excuse sometime because, just because of the gift, making you not go to the functions? They have some functions that says to you that don't bring a gift. What do you do when they say don't bring a gift? Is there other gift giving that you can give, like free babysitting, dog walking? You know, what are the ideas that you guys have? How do you get around all these gifts? Because it must, if you check it out, it does cost you all year. If you have to buy, you know, Valentine, you know, Christmas, you know, these holidays are very expensive. And it cuts into your cost of living, which is already high now. So what you do, stay home, don't get to go. There's a lot of people having less functions too, and limited amount of people they're inviting. And do you think because of the gifts you don't make it, or because of the distance, or it's wrong timing? Do you think you should be for a function you should be given 2 weeks notice, or a month notice, or you know that you to expect that there's going to be a birthday party, so you have the gift ready? Do you give a gift if there's no party, and you just give the gift? That's what I want to ask all these questions on this live tonight that we're testing. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Okay, before I go, we're going to I'm going to do a bob haircut on the live, because the reason we're doing lives, as Carla would
It's
explain,
because of the editing.
the editing
It
takes so
some
much time. And if we give them more time for it to come back,
It takes a
but
couple days.
we will still do some videos, but we think the live may be easier, we're not sure. And we do the shorts with the we do well with the shorts, but we need you to subscribe. The shorts, a lot of people have subscribed.
Yeah,
A
like
few
you to
people
like.
have thank you that has subscribed on the shorts. I want to say thank you. Respect is due to you guys to take the time to touch a button and give us that respect of subscribing. We appreciate it. And we would love to see more thumbs up. We're not that bad, guys. We're
More
not that
likes.
bad. We deserve some thumbs up. We ain't that bad, but we know you might be busy and forget the thumbs up. Do the thumbs up on the next video if you can. And as usual, they ask you to watch the ads, but I'm just asking for the subscribe,
That's right.
most of the thumbs up, I think.
And the likes.
And make a comments and be kind. Try to be kind with the comments. If you don't think you can be kind with the comments, well, that's kind of, you know, if you want to give a suggestion, there's nothing wrong, but you know, be kind. Let's be kind to each other if we can. Some people is having a bad day, we know. Some silly comments might come on and stuff. They might not like this pink I'm wearing, and their feed with social media, people just say what they want to say. And we don't want, you know, we don't want to spoil anybody's day, and we don't want you to spoil our day. We put a video up with the rental. It's interesting, I think. I don't want to take it down because it gives ideas what people might be doing already to get through this rental thing. And it's a little bit twisted. It's not bad, but as time go on, we will do the live. We like to do the shopping. We like to do fashion, show shopping, fashion, but also we like to get into the other things as well. And the dating, a little bit of that we'll touch, because we're just doing what comes easier to do at this time. And I love doing my hair, the hair. Carolina loves doing the hair, but it does take time, you know. It does take time to do the hair. You know that, you know, it takes time to do the hair. Guys, it also costs, eh? It costs. It does cost. I would love to do a lot more, and it costs. And I can't do somebody's hair and don't give them some benefit for using them in the chair. I can't have somebody in the chair and say, come and I have to buy the hair for them or do something. I can't just have a customer or somebody and just expect they're going to pose for free while I do the hair. And I don't think it works that way. I don't know how it works for others, but not for me. And not everybody wants to be on camera and everybody to see their personal hairstyle or the what, you know, if the hair has been broken or anything like that. It's not fair because it may have broken that day and it's not broken all the time. And social media goes a lot of places, and it really does. It's just non-stop. It's such a different world. It has changed where it is. People is talking to cameras like they're talking to themselves. Who came up with these ideas? It's like you're talking to yourself, you know. You know. One time they used to say you're mad if you're talking to yourself. But I'm like I'm talking to myself right now. And kids are born today and they can just look. They just focusing on that. They didn't know no other way of life. And they, it's so lucky it comes natural to them. But people who have to change and do different things that not natural. Now let's talk a little bit about the hairstyling. I like to do all kind of fancy hairstyle when I'm free to do it, when I'm not doing a customer who is asking me for something specific. So you'll find I put pink, I put blue, I put this, I put that. But on social media, you have to try to give them what they want. But I like sometimes to just come up with stuff and put in the hair. Sometimes I like the very young hairstyle and the latest hairstyle. And I've done years of everything you have seen already. So it's just a matter of repeating it and repeating it. And I try not to repeat it. You have noticed I do a lot of ponytails. Carl and I do a lot of ponytails because I don't want to go way back to repeat some of the styles. I will repeat some of them again. But you know, you did them and did them and did them and did them. The quick weave and the this and the that. I've done them. I'm just trying to do something new and different. But I know I have to go back into that. If you have broken hair and spots and things, you could try asking me if there's a problem. I think I should be capable of answering that.